mic. Maybe I can enough that. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll let the DJ decide. And a couple announcements. One, the photos you take with your phone are nothing compared to what the photographer is going to take, and the couple will share their photos with you. And they really want you to be here paying attention, and it's sort of distracting with the phones, so just ask, don't take any pictures, and don't be that person whose phone vibrates during the ceremony. So go full silence so that we're not going to have any distractions during the ceremony. And look at this beautiful place. That's Pikes Peak. This guy, Colonel Pike, he never got to the top. He didn't make it. Fun fact you've learned today. And we'll be starting in a moment. welcome everyone. Some of you have come halfway across the country to be here. Some of you live nearby. But no matter how long or short the trip, there are always a lot of details to work out, what to wear, how early to come. And this is not an easy time to travel, go to a wedding. So let's take just one more moment to settle in. Notice the beautiful place we're in. Notice the beautiful couple. Get ready to focus on why we've come here, Emily and Ian. We're here to witness this couple enter into the most intimate of human relationships. What an honor. It's so important to them that you are here. They could have chosen to say their wedding vows at the courthouse or on the ski slopes, but by making promises to one another in front of you, those promises become more powerful. You are more than mere witnesses today. You are central to today being meaningful to them. This wedding is a rare moment. We stand together, or sit, and get a glimpse into Emily and Ian's relationship when we get to see something that for the rest of their lives will be mostly private. And all of it today will end with a kiss. But we're not there yet. Let's rewind a bit. Let's go back to a day that was about a year into their relationship. They're living in Pennsylvania. Emily tells Ian that she's planning to move to North Carolina. Now, I don't know all the details, but I'm going to take a risk and make up the script of how it went down. Okay? Here's Emily. I'm moving to North Carolina for this job. Ian. Do you want to come? Now, Ian thinks she's awesome, and I'd be crazy to let her go. But he says something kind of cool, like, yeah, that'd be great. And then Emily says, but we're going to get a 2-bedroom apartment just in case we don't like each other when we get there. They pack up, and they head off into the unknown. Emily starts a tough new job, and Ian gets serious and heads into school. Those were some difficult years for this couple. Ian studied non-stop. Emily found herself working in a tough, struggling community. This was not the fun-filled 20-something adventure you see on Instagram. It was tough, and the two of them were at different phases of life, living side by side. But it was a defining challenge of their relationship. They pushed through side by side. And then pushed themselves here to beautiful Colorado together. They planted a flag here. They made new friends. They got engaged. And then the next day, COVID started. Their second big adventure together was swept up in the pandemic that we all endured. But they made it to today, and the challenges that they faced have sharpened their focus on what they want. They met the challenges with grit and practicality. And today they are more than ready for the next chapter. Today is the first page. It will start with that kiss that is coming. In preparation for today, I asked Emily and Ian to write themselves about one another and about their relationship. I asked them to keep their answers private so that I could hear their independent voices. And what they wrote is very moving. It is moving because of their deep admiration and respect for one another. It's moving because they are both so ready for the road ahead. When I asked each for favorite memories, They both spoke of easy and spontaneous times, visiting San Diego, skiing, but they also spoke of moments when they were there for the other, when times were tough. Reading what they wrote, you don't have to look hard to see how these two complement one another. They support one another in pursuing their dreams, and they draw strength from their relationship. Ian guides Emily to relax. Are you relaxed? Okay, good. And make the best. Emily pushes Ian to action. They're also different from one another. Reading what they wrote, it's easy to see it as a conversation. He is with an infallible. She is loving. She strives for constant improvement. She has helped me learn when to stop. Being with Emily has made me more and motivated. He brings me coffee every morning. He always challenges me to grow. From the first moment we became a couple, I wanted to marry Emily. From the first moment. Together, they are stronger, and that theme rings out loud and clear in the reading that they have asked Uncle Ray to add to our ceremony today.
This is a reading from Ecclesiastes. Two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. May that third strand always be with you.
Thank you, Ray. Emily, Ian, you have invited your family and closest friends to be with you today. They've come because you asked, because they love you. Before the party that you're excited to dance at, I think the words were, let's get to the dancing as quickly as possible, right? Before that, before the kiss, before you make your promises, turn to all these people. See who they are. They came to witness this, to celebrate with you. Your friends from high school are here. The ones from college came. The ones who live next door to you in Denver are here. Your colleagues came. Your friends from North Carolina came. And of course, your family came. They all came. They've come to celebrate you, and they will be with you in great moments of joy and some great moments of sadness. But at the same time, it's really just you two up here, ready to make solemn promises to one another. It will be you two waking up together tomorrow morning, maybe with a headache, we'll see. It will be you two after you go home. It will be you two after the excitement of today fades. It will be you two talking about finance, about careers. It may be you two staying up all night with a crying baby. It will be you two figuring out how to get through the struggles that every marriage faces and how to find your way back to one another. It will be you two. Time to say the promises that you've prepared. Let's see. I think.
Okay. Ian, it feels surreal that this day has finally come. I think back on our years together and the memories that we've shared between us and with those here today. I remember bringing you dinner on campus so you didn't have to take breaks from studying and coming home. I love your commitment and thoroughness in everything you do. I remember accidentally crashing a Holly celebration and laughing as you became the center of the dance circle. I love that you are open to new experiences and always join me in closing out the dance floor. I remember you spending nights on end writing code for a game I wanted to create for my patients. I love that you support me in all of my ideas and goals, no matter how big or small. I remember being anxious and frustrated, impatient for this day to come. With another year left of engineering school, you did what any guy would do for their very type A girlfriend and buy them a surprise puppy. I'm not sure you had any idea what you were doing at the time, but I love you for finding our other best friend. You have taught me to be more present, calm, and focus on what I can control, including the bees. That's right. You keep me grounded and patient in the ways that I'm not. You remind me to pause and take a step back. I promise to love all of you in good times and in bad, and to respect your individual needs and differences. I promise to fill our home with compassion, love, and positivity through all of life's highs and lows. I promise to rush to your side to help clean up whatever mess comes our way, especially when it's because I forgot to close the lid on the pickle jar. I promise to be your fearless ally, your best friend, and equal partner now and forever.
Emily, standing with you here today is a testament to all that we have overcome in our 8 years together. I know that with you as my teammate, there's nothing we can't achieve. I remember shoving curbside furniture into my Honda Element for you to flip and pay off your grad school loans at a remarkable speed. I love your thriftiness, your drive for sustainability, and your unmatchable work ethic. I remember feeling frustrated and isolated when we moved across the country to Colorado to enter a pandemic shortly after. Determined to make new friends, you loaded up the cooler, dragged it to the neighborhood dog park, and initiated a socially distanced tailgate. And it worked, because some of those people are here today with us. I love that you always look for the best in the worst situations, and you're willing to start a party anywhere. I remember shopping with you on the weekends to buy clothes, shoes, backpacks, hairbrushes, and toothbrushes while you treated kids in a rural North Carolina school 60 miles from our apartment. Your love, compassion, and generosity is endlessly inspiring. You challenge me to grow, learn, and to be better in everything that I do. You give me confidence, perspective, and limitless patience every day. I promise to love all of you in good times and in bad, and to respect your individual needs and differences. I promise to fill our home with compassion, love, and positivity through all of life's highs and lows. I promise to rush to your side to help clean up whatever mess comes our way, especially when it's piles of laundry that I have an innate gift for looking over. I promise to be your fearless ally, best friend, and equal partner now and forever.
We have rings.
This is the groom.
All right. Okay. Why don't you put it halfway on her finger, and you'll repeat after me. Let this ring be a symbol
Let this ring be a symbol
of my promises to you,
of my promises to you,
and a reminder of my devotion.
and a reminder of my devotion.
I told you is the moment for you to take a picture, and this should be the first picture on social media. Here we go. People.
It's pretty interesting what that last verse, what that last verse
The three
means.
chord. Yeah, what'd you think of it?
I think it's, well, it's as far as third